The formula for writing a typical introduction to an academic essay is relatively easy to master. You begin with your attention grabber, you transition to your topic, you provide some basic background information, and you lead up to your thesis statement. All beginnings have something similar to them. Everyone starts at the same place when they begin an essay. Endings, on the other hand, are a little different. Although there are basic formulaic ways of writing the final paragraph of an academic essay, every conclusion is unique because it has to be the right conclusion for the essay that it is concluding. It is less possible to take a one-size-fits-all approach to conclusions than it is to introductions, because a conclusion needs to correspond to the specific rhetorical requirements that have been established in the body of your essay. This means that writing an effective conclusion means listening to what you have said over the course of your paper and thinking critically about what else needs to be said in order for your essay to come to an effective conclusion. There is an interesting ambiguity in the word conclusion that is relevant here. On the one hand, conclusion is synonymous with ending. According to this definition, the job of a conclusion should be simply to end the essay. One way to do this is simply to reiterate the main points you made and to repeat the thesis of your essay. A raw conclusion of this type may be suitable for certain types of writing, such as writing essays for timed exams, where speed and efficiency is the top priority. But successful academic essays draw on a different definition of conclusion. The alternative definition of conclusion is commonly used in the sciences. Conclusions is often the title of the final section of a scientific paper, and it refers not simply to the section of the paper that ends the discussion, but to the most important part of the entire discussion itself, the gist, the upshot, the significance. The conclusion is the part of the paper in which the author explains what she has concluded from the foregoing discussion. It is the climax of the paper rather than an afterthought. It is the heart and soul and purpose of the entire paper summarized in 5 to 7 sentences. Conclusions are crucial to rhetorical effectiveness. Lawyers save their most impassioned remarks for their closing arguments. Salespeople direct all of their persuasive efforts toward the closing of the deal. Even television commercials tend to conclude with a catchy jingle or slogan that is intended to resonate in the viewer's mind long after they have forgotten the rest of the commercial. It is the same with academic essays. A strong conclusion provides your reader with a definitive statement about what you want them to remember from your paper. Despite the importance of concluding paragraphs, student writers, and even professional writers, tend to squander the rhetorical opportunity represented by the conclusion. By practicing a handful of simple strategies, however, any writer can develop the ability to craft an effective conclusion for any piece of writing. Here are 5 effective strategies for writing memorable concluding paragraphs. 1. Circle back around to the introduction. A simple way of providing your essay with a sense of completeness is to refer back to the strategy you used to introduce your topic. If you began your introduction with an anecdote, use your conclusion to reconsider the anecdote in light of what you have discussed in your essay. If you began your essay with a quotation, statistic, or interesting fact, reintroduce this piece of information. The goal is not simply to repeat what you have already said, but to demonstrate that what we have learned over the course of your essay contributes a new perspective to this piece of information. 2. Articulate a call to action. Now that we have heard what you have to say about your topic, what should we do about it? How can your reader translate the information you have provided into a concrete plan of action? Depending on your topic, you might use your final paragraph to urge your readers to change some particular behavior, write a letter to a congressperson, or even simply to cultivate a new way of thinking about an issue. This kind of conclusion helps you as a writer connect in a very direct way with your reader, and it ensures that your reader will come away from your essay with an appreciation for the urgency of your topic. 3. Explain your why. What is the significance of this topic? Academic essays tend to focus very narrowly on particular details related to a research topic, but a conclusion provides an opportunity for a writer to step back and consider the big picture. If you chose your own writing topic, there must have been something that drew you to that topic. Use your conclusion to zoom out from the particulars of your topic to consider the larger question of how your topic is related to the broad themes of human life on planet Earth, such as helping others, achieving self-worth, and making the world a better place. In considering these kinds of universal themes, you can help your reader, and possibly yourself, arrive at a clearer understanding of why you think your topic is important to discuss. 4. Think about the future. A conclusion is an obvious place to open your discussion out into speculations about what the future holds for your topic. Discussions about the future can generally be broken down into positive and negative outlooks, both of which can be employed to powerful rhetorical effect. The formula is as follows. If people do X, all of these great things will happen. If people do Y, however, all of these terrible consequences will unfold. This strategy is particularly effective for persuasive essays, but it can also be applied in various ways to a variety of different rhetorical genres. 5. Consider unanswered questions. You have spent the entire essay telling us what is known about your topic. Consider using your final paragraph to comment on what remains unknown. Every field of human knowledge has a borderline, a frontier of understanding, beyond which lies a murky territory of unanswered and even unasked questions. Articulating these questions and speculating on possible answers leaves your readers with a sense of curiosity and wonder, even as it establishes your own authority as a writer who is familiar with the cutting-edge controversies relating to your topic. These kinds of questions can also stimulate further inquiry on the part of both you and your readers, establishing a sense that your essay is one part of a wider intellectual project. You can mix and match these strategies to compose a concluding paragraph that is right for your essay. While few conclusions would incorporate all of these suggestions, most effective conclusions tend to use at least one of them. By experimenting with these different approaches to your concluding paragraph, you can increase the likelihood that you will write a conclusion that will clarify the central purpose of your essay, establish your authority as a writer, and leave a lasting impression on your reader.